Right, hello guys, welcome to this fleet meeting. This is just a general meeting, so there's nothing massively important to just discuss. I've got a couple of things that I wanted to pick out for a few individuals, but we're going to start with my firstly apologies. I'm sorry I were a bit late to this one, and thank you for everybody for waiting. The first thing I wanted to say is I think everybody deserved a bit of a holiday today for grinding marks and stuff, because yesterday you managed to fill absolutely tons of projects. Some of them were some of the biggest projects we've ever done. So, you know, big congratulations to everyone that participated in that. You've done yourselves proud. So I hope you've just spent ages working on your own characters, getting your own marks for today. And for some reason there's 3 projects in the starbase all requiring like 200,000 dilithium, and I'm sorry that they're there. We'll try and fill them, but don't break yourselves in half trying to get them done just yet. So go on, that's the fleet holiday thing done. Next thing I wanted to talk about is recruitment. I know we've said we're going to start focusing more on this, so I've recruited like 2 or 3. I don't know if anybody else has done any or matched any other numbers, but certainly I want to keep that going, because that's going to make filling these projects easier, especially now that we've all run out of dilithium vouchers and such. So you just get cracking on the recruitment, and that's to everybody captain rank and above. This is just comments from the last administration meeting. Again, we're going to be focusing more on EC. We want as much EC going into the fleet bank as possible, so we can buy more fleet modules, and then I'm giving you ships away, so that's like going to improve the level of prizes that we give out in these PvPs we do. Yeah, captains, and this is why I've got a couple of people here. I know we suggested the rank of captain for, does anyone remember we wanted to be a captain in the last meeting? I've got one name in mind. Rose Tyler. So I'm hoping that he's going to accept that. Has anybody spoke to him about it yet?
Not yet. I think we're going to confirm it today.
No. So yeah, I think he's a good one. And another person I want to put forward for captain rank is Benjamin as well. And that's why you're here today, Benjamin. What would you think about being made a captain and taking on the responsibility of setting up community chats, doing training missions, people along, and obviously running parties all night long yourself? Would you be up for that? Yeah? Oh no, that's not required as a captain. You won't have to film anything you're doing. All you'd have to do is, if we get any new members, is kind of take them under your wing a bit, show them the ropes, and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So if you're happy for that, and if there's no objections, can somebody with the ability just go and make him a captain right now? Cheers, Phil. And also, if we could just somebody note somewhere that we definitely need to ask Rose Tyler as well if he'd be up for the captain rank. Just because I've had a few queries about it, as well as the actual command structure, I wanted to nail this down for everybody. Just let me bring up the right screen. Sort by rank. So there we go. We've got on the screen right now, if you're watching on YouTube, I've got, this is a fleet, and this is including people that are offline. So right now, as it stands, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 duty admirals, which is going to be staying that way. But they do have, within the duty admiral ranks, there are people that obviously have a slightly step up from the others, because they're guys that do a lot more of the admin side of it. So basically, it's I'm your leader. And then following straight after me, second in command, is Travis, and then after that it's going to be Phil. Us 3 are the main administration guys. If there's any problems or queries, we are the guys you need to speak to. As also Cannon as well fits into that role. If you're American and us 3 are all in bed asleep, dozing away, Cannon's your man to speak to. He's usually online when most of us are not. And then the other 2 duty admirals, they're not so much in the administration side of things, but they're there to keep projects running, but they will also report back anything that they hear to us. So if you have any problems with any particular member of the fleet or anything that's happened or like that, then they're the guys you need to report it to. So that's that done. One thing I did want to mention is just getting more party chats going. I still, coming in, and there's usually only one party chat on any one night. So, if you've got your team of 5, maybe if you're just somebody else who's not in that team and you're wanting to start a team, go start a separate chat. And I've done that a few times and I've had no problems getting 5 guys in there eventually. So, just bear that in mind, that there's always that option to just go, right, I'm going to go start another one and see if I can get my own team of 5. And then we're not all just, constantly trying to get in one team on one party chat. Last thing I wanted to go on before I ask for anybody to just think of anything they can mention from the admin meeting that everybody else needs to know is for Phil, if he could just do like a tutorial or, I don't know, a bit of a read-through about the structure to use it, keep using it, and it, or never forum. Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yep.
Right. So just so just basically saying that could you just do like a little write-up on the forum just to explain it, make it easy for people to use. Maybe even, I don't know, we'll sort of tidy it up a bit, make it a little less so much all over the place, and we'll just simplify it a little bit for people, because I've noticed we haven't got a very high level of usage on the forum, and it should be getting used quite a bit more. And that's also for other people to use it as well, go in there. And I mean, the best way I've found to use it is you just look at the little side section where it's topics that have been recently mentioned, and then they're the ones for you to read through. Anything that goes in that side section is obviously something that's been put on more recently, and if you're looking for somebody's reference to, it should normally be in there, and that applies to whether you can see the admin side of it or not. Yeah. No worries, right. Well, thanks for that, pal. And right, as just anybody who was in the admin meeting, do you think there was anything worth mentioning to the rest of the fleet that we didn't mention? Travis, have you got anything that you think needs to be added to this today?
No, I think you covered most of the things that I was going to sort of cover, mate.
I'll just make some quick apologies for Cannon, Dries and Dinkwinkle that they couldn't be here. I'm sure they'll, everybody's got busy lives, and let's face it, I think it's only about 2 in the afternoon for them, so let's not be too harsh on us American friends there. But yeah, everybody keep up the good work. Thank you very much for all the contributions. Let's keep them coming in, and let's keep making this fleet as big and as best as we can. And carry on with the recruiting. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube video, and please get on the website and the forum www.the81stfleet.co.uk. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Nope.
No, that's good for me. Cool. Right, thanks a lot. Dismissed, guys.
Thank you.
No. There's usually a lot more politics.